invite up our next speaker. Her name is Sarah Allwell, and she's an organizer with the Free the Cuban 5 Committee Vancouver, and she has some special greetings to read to us today from the Cuban 5, and so if everyone could welcome up Sarah.
Everyone. I want to thank everybody for coming today, and I wanted to read a greeting from one of the Cuban 5, Rene Gonzalez, which he wrote on behalf of all of them. Because the Cuban 5 who haven't given up the struggle for justice after 14 years of some of the worst conditions of imprisonment. And their courage and their strength and their humanity is so big that they continue to inspire people from within their prison cells to get involved in the struggle for their freedom and in the struggle for justice. And so this is a letter from Rene, which was written on New Year's as a New Year's greeting to his supporters around the world. And Rene is currently out of prison in the United States, not because the US government realized that they had made a mistake and he shouldn't have been in prison in the first place, but because his sentence ran out. But even though his sentence was up, the US government has not allowed him to return to Cuba. He has to stay in the United States on parole for 3 years in Florida and report to a parole officer every 2 weeks based in Miami, which is the city where these organizations that they were gathering information on are based. And so in many ways, Rene's life and his situation is even more critical now than it was when he was in prison. And so we're also here today to demand that Rene be allowed to return to Cuba immediately to be with his family. But this is what he wrote on New Year's. Dear friends, once again we are at the end of another year, forced to write to you from the punishment that paradoxically has brought us to the support that today motivates these grateful words. It has been 14 years of unjust vengeance, during which time the most powerful country on earth, with their usual arrogance, has turned deaf ears to the outcry of you all. For us, it has been another year of this long and tiring struggle, but it also provides a reason to reaffirm ourselves. The future of humanity cannot stay in the hands of people with so much hatred. Either we raise ourselves above those who claim this as the final human achievement of the end of history, to put power in the hands of the peoples, or few generations will pass before their stupidity and barbarity really do put an end to humanity. Today, humanity is focused in the battle for its own survival. Our continent is awakening from a long nightmare imposed with blood and fire by imperialism. The contradictions of capitalism are every day more evident and acute. Our people are working hard to do all that is necessary to create that alternative, more human, truly democratic and sustainable, that has long been the utopia of humanity ever since it has struggled for justice. Our place is here with our people and also with all of you, who from your respective places work hard every day to build a better world, which everyone, including those who choose to remain ignorant, needs so much. To all those who have supported us all these years, giving us your encouragement and making us feel that we are not alone, we send our best wishes of happiness and success in the new year. We will continue counting on you in any trench that we are. We will honor your solidarity and trust. A fraternal embrace, Rene Gonzalez. And so I think 2013, we're entering a new struggle for social justice, for a better world, and a new struggle to continuing the struggle to free the Cuban 5. And I think that if we continue with all of the support that's here, all of the support that's around the world, the thousands of people who are fighting for their freedom, and we continue to redouble our efforts, then 2013 will be the year that we free the Cuban 5. So thank you very much.